Marques The Writer. Life has a way of humbling the strongest, most ferocious people. Life has a way of smacking us in the jaw and making us beg for mercy. Take a look around you. The effects are in plain sight. I'm talking about depression, low self-esteem, bitterness, jealousy, hatred, suicide, unforgiveness. I'm talking about the lack of motivation, complacency, brokenness, violence, and self-abuse. It is visible in the face and actions of those all around us. You can see that the effects of life has caused many to give up. Life has forced many into submission. My question to you today is, why and at what point did you stop loving yourself? Take a moment to think about it. If you can answer this question, you can start the healing process and begin to change your life around. There are a lot of people that's smiling but are living their days with hurt inside. They are mean towards others, and there is no sign of love anywhere in their lives. It is by having love in your heart that you feel a sense of fulfillment for yourself and towards others. I know what it feels like to walk through the dark tunnels of life. I wasn't born with the silver spoon. I wasn't born with the advantages that other people had. I had to learn to stand up and fight at an early age. I've battled depression, and without God, I would have never made it out. That's the only way
I
There were
many moments that I wanted to quit. There were several moments when I was suicidal because I thought that there was no end to my misery. I had to not only pray, but I had to strengthen my relationship with God and realize that He helps those who want to be helped, and that I was not a victim. Whatever life throws at you, hang on and understand that there are better days ahead. But you have to love yourself. You have to believe in yourself and realize that you are more than just a sum of your past mistakes. Don't allow yourself to be defined by the choices that you made, situations that you face, and all the times that you failed. Don't give up. Stand up and fight. If you don't give up, better days will come.
They will.
I understand what it feels like to feel like no one is there. I understand what it feels like to feel like no one cares. To feel an inner turmoil that can't be accurately expressed through words. If you're battling depression, it's absolutely imperative that you find something to believe in. Believe in God, but also find a vision or purpose to believe in.
You have to.
Hope deferred makes the heart sick. Not having anything to look forward to makes a person feel like life isn't even worth living.
Press on.
You have to love yourself despite your imperfections and the situations that are happening in your life. You have to make it up in your mind to love yourself regardless, or life will break you all the way down to the core and keep you there. Life doesn't just attack you with one punch. It is skillful in the art of boxing, and just like a professional boxer throwing combinations, one plight will lead to another and another and another. Life's problems comes in combinations, but you have to learn how to stand up and fight. Do not quit. Do not give up. Depression started during my childhood, and it led to rebellion, violence. It also led to anger. It wasn't until I grew older and looked back in hindsight that I realized that I was lashing out because I was bitter. I was broken. I realized that the inferior feelings of depression led me to be a fighter. It led me to be hostile and angry. The same situations that I went through are the same situations that many of you are going through. You have to make it up in your mind that you aren't going to be a victim of circumstances. You aren't going to let your situations lead you to make poor decisions. There was a turning point for me, and I remember it very clearly. I was on the phone with a close friend. I had given up on myself. I was suicidal. I was mad at the world, and I hated life. He listened patiently as I told him my story, and then he asked me. He said, Marcus, at what point did you stop loving yourself? It was at that moment that I realized that I wasn't loving myself. I was placing situations above my well-being. I realized that I was stronger than life's battles and realized that I was failing myself. I was failing God and those who were in my life. I realized that there were people who depended on me and that I would be letting them down tremendously if I gave up. After my friend asked me that question, I vowed that I would love myself no matter what happens in my life. I have a question for you today. At what point did you stop loving yourself? Only you can answer that question. Get real with yourself and live the life that you were created to live. God bless you.